Hey everyone, it's Demo 7. I'm here for another update. As you can see, this is not my Wroncho. It is a standard Honcho kit. I got this off of Craigslist. It was a roller. I put all my standard electronics into it, plus some upgrades. I'll show you that right now. Let me just take it for a little spin around. I have some stock twin hammers, stock tires on there. The foams that came in here were actually really, really hard, so I put some super soft foams in there to make them take on the terrain a little better, a little softer, a little bit more grip. So I'm just going to take this and take the body pins off. Actually, before I do that, I'll show you. I actually have it as a droop set up in the rear. Take this stand off of here. You can see the rear end actually droops down to about right there. Makes the front and the rear look pretty nice if I don't say so myself. Let's see if I can focus in a little bit there. So anyway, this is what it looks like. It's got a nice amount of flex right about there. About one tire's width is what I like as far as flex goes. Any more than that is usually too much. In my case, I have the front wheels weighted. These are the original. Actually, this whole kit is actually an original Honcho from the old days, the very first ones that ever came out. Once again, I got the front cab off of rccrawler.com and off of the classified section. So I'm going to take off the body here. Standard body. This is a very used, my original used Honcho cage that I started off with. So just working around the vehicle here, I have a Castle BEC, standard AE2. Why is that an AE2? Yes, an AE2B electronic speed controller. This I didn't want to go for as much speed with this crawler, so I put the 55 turn motor in it, and I'm not sure what pinion I'm running right now, but it is a stock spur. I think it's probably around a 20 tooth pinion in here. If I angle this up like this, you'll see that actually I have two batteries. I have one 3S LiPo battery, and this is that one, and I also have a 2S LiPo. 3S makes it nice and peppy with a 55 turn motor in there, so it's pretty nice. A couple upgrades that came with it automatically was actually the aluminum links here, and I believe these are called Punisher drive shafts. I haven't seen these yet, but they are very smooth and they run really nice. They're not as sensitive to driveline angles as some of the other ones I've had. You can see, hopefully you can see, that it had the three link stock, and I just had some extra plastic links laying around, so I probably will replace those with metal pretty soon. Up front is where things get really interesting. I put in a solar servo, which is a 400 ounce servo, and they run about $17, which is a really, really great price. Where most of my upgrades came was in the front end here. I have VP high steer knuckles, which are right here. I have RC4WD CVD, which is constant velocity drive turnbuckles here, and also axial clockable C-hubs, which clocks the steering back about 8 degrees, which lets you run a better driveline angle right here, which like I said, I'm not as concerned with in this build. So anyway, this is my new scaler. Hopefully I'm going to keep it really scale. I'm probably not going to keep this body on there. I'm probably going to go with like a Hilux or something more, maybe a little bit more unique, and something that's less seen. But I'd like to keep this build as scale as I can, because as you guys know, and give me a second here, I have my Wroncho, which is my Honcho with a Wroncho means a Honcho with Wraith axles, and right now I've done a few things since my last update. Number one, I've got some primer on the exo cage, and number two, I had 4 holes in the top of this body, which wasn't from me, but it was from whoever had the kit before me. But he had a Proline, what was it, the utility cage on the top, and it had broken, and he didn't have it again, and I don't know which one it was, so I don't know which one would fit on here. Plus, I don't like those utility racks on the top. But a lot of cars actually have these nice roof rack rails that aren't attached to any type of a rack, which is what I have on there right now. I figured there's 4 holes in there, I might as well try it, so I bent some brake line tubing, which looks about like this from your automotive store, which is what I built the exo cage out of. You can buy that in 25-foot lengths if you wish. Alright, just going around the vehicle real quick. I think it looks really great in white. I haven't painted it yet. I'm thinking of going with a bright caution orange or possibly a blood red color. And of course the top links here are going to, not links, the top rack is going to be painted in the same exact color. When I got this body, it already had these lights attached in it, so I'm just going to leave them there. If I take them off, there'll be a giant hole there. Once again, don't necessarily like them, although I don't necessarily dislike them either. So let's see if there's anything else going on with this. Yes, not really. It's all stayed about the same. I'm still not finished with it, but once I get the painting done, I think it'll look really nice. I do have the front 4 headlights in place, and they are nice and bright, and which is where I'm going to keep everything right now. So just a quick, actually not a very quick update, but an update about where I am with my builds and welcoming the new truck. So right now, one of the reasons I wanted to get the other scaler, because I know that this one is not scaling anymore. It's a rock racer, and that's what I like. It's fast. It's got 2-speed transmission in it. I'm running 3S LiPo in it. It's a fast truck. It's no longer really a scaler or even a rock crawler, although when I put it into the first gear, it is really nice as far as a rock crawler goes. But it is fast, and it is tall, and it really likes to rip around. My scaler is something I want to go slow with, something I'm going to be on the trail with a little bit more often. One of the things I've been trying, but I've failed with so far, is this is what I'm working on as a front bumper, and this is not solid brass, but is hollow brass, and I brazed the top part of it on, and that's going to hopefully go in something like this. Right about there. It's going to take the place of this bumper, but it's going to be right about there. Right about, and this is in the way, so it's going to go right about there. And I'm hopefully going to have a stinger bit coming off of here. Anyway, this video is running a little long. I'm going to end it here. You guys have a good night. This is the day after 4th of July. Hopefully everyone had a great holiday, and I will see you guys later.